So this is the grand finale. So the question is this my last video for the challenge? Or maybe this is the turning point of something special? So as you can see that I have placed my 2 bets on 2 teams from Denmark and also from Spain. I will also show you a video of me placing those bets. So yeah, this might be my last video for this challenge or the turning point. So let's get into analyzing those games. So we are going to start analyzing Denmark, whereby we are looking at these 2 teams home and away. So we start with head-to-head. In the last 6 games they played, the away team won 5 times, while the home team won once. And the current record of the home team is poor actually. Because if they're not losing, they're drawing. If they're not drawing, they're losing. Whereas the record of the away team is also poor. 3 draws, lose, and a win. So last time they lost, it was away, and they drew away and also home 0-0. So they have 2 games not scoring goals, whereas this team is scoring goals. And this team drew against FC Copenhagen, which is the best team in Denmark. So for this game's prediction, I am backing the home team to win by 2-1. I think that they will score, but then I don't see the away team winning this game. And let's quickly go to Denmark. So for Spain, we are looking at Deportivo Alvarez and also Espanyol de Barcelona. So 2 teams from Spain, La Liga, first division. So let's get into it. So in the head-to-head, we are seeing that in the last 5 games they played, the away team, which is Espanyol, won 4 times, while Deportivo Alvarez won once. And looking at the current form, Deportivo in the last 4 games they won twice, drew once, and also lost once. So whereas Espanyol, 3 wins and 1 loss in the last 4 games that they played. The last defeat they suffered in the hand of Real Betis, as you can see here. Obviously, this game we won't pay more attention to it, since I doubt that the main first 11 of Deportivo was playing, because this team I think is playing for the 2nd division of Spain, and it is poor. Actually, let me not say it's poor, but then it is not in the same level as the Espanyol. So for these games, my prediction is that obviously that the away team, which is Deportivo Espanyol, they will win this game by 1-0. So the away teams will win by 1-0. And my prediction was that there will be a win. So it can go either way, but then I'm picking Espanyol to win this game. And same goes to this one. It can go either way, but then I am picking the home team to win this game. So now the question is, will this be our last video? Because it is super possible that it is our last video for this challenge. But then we'll have to wait and see.
A few moments later.
Like I never left. So all the team have played, and I can tell you that we have another lifeline. We were able to win 1-6-6. So without any waste of time, let's get into it. So our first game, it was a Viborg against Renders FC, and we predicted that the home side is going to win by 2-1. Obviously, we knew that there will obviously be a voting to score, and again we predicted that the home side was going to win. And for our second game, we predicted that Espanyol de Barcelona is going to win by 1-0, and the home side ended up winning. But our prediction for both games, it was that there will obviously be a winner, and we reached our last 90 bucks, and we ended up winning 166. So we have another lifeline. And please make sure that you like, you subscribe, and you turn on your notification so that you can be notified whenever I upload. And we have another lifeline, meaning that the video will go on. Stay tuned for day 6. And we are back. Day 6 of trying to flip 100 bucks to 1k. So for today's video, we are going to be looking at teams from Croatia and also from Denmark and Sweden. Swedish. So team from Croatia and also teams from Sweden. Let me not waste any time. So let me jump into it. So I'm gonna start with teams from Croatia, obviously where Zlatan Ibrahimovic comes from. So we are going to be looking at these 2 teams, home and away. Whereas the away team here is currently the 2nd best team in Sweden. So for this one, let me quickly browse it. So in the last 5 games, actually in the last 6 games that these two teams played, the away teams won 5 times and there's only one draw, whereas the home team so far have never won in game 4. So looking at the current record in the last 4 games that the home team played, they won thrice, lost once, and also there was a single draw. The recent game that they played, obviously they won 2-1. Okay, let me jump into the away team. Whereas in the last 5 games they played, they won 4 times and lost once. So this game can be tricky since the home team is no longer that weak. So because it was able to beat this team, Ilfond Spec, something like that, which this team I think is playing for Europa. If not Europa, then the Conference League. It is a very strong team. So, but then in terms of the away team, the recent result, it was playing against Malmö, which Malmö is currently competing in the Europa, I think. Europa is not Europa. I mean, Malmö is one of the best teams from Sweden. Okay, let me not waste any time. So for my prediction, I think that the away team is strong here, man. I think that the away team is gonna win these games by 2-0. And now we are jumping to Croatia, obviously where Luka Modric comes from. So in those 2 games, the away team and the home team, I'm gonna refer them this way due to pronunciation. I'm avoiding any pronunciation errors and stuff like that. Okay, cool. So if we take a quick look at the head-to-head, in the last 4 games that those 2 teams played, the away team have won once, and also the home team has won once. Actually, the away team won twice, and the home team won once, and there was a single draw. But then looking at what is currently happening, or the current form, and I can say that the home team is struggling. Since the one against this Roots, which I think Croatian Cup, I think it is Croatia FA Cup, or I think this team is playing for the 2nd division of Croatia, so it is not as strong. So as you can see here, they've been losing 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. They've been conceding. They're not good defensive wise. Whereas if you take a quick look on the away side, in the last 4 games they played, they won twice, lost once, and also drew once. So the recent game, the FA Cup, they won 4-0. So basically those wins, those FA wins, like I said, we won't pay more attention to them. But then if you take a look on how those 2 teams were performing currently, you can see that the away side, they were able to defeat this Dinamo. This is a strong team. I think we're currently playing Champions League. So for my prediction, I also think that the away side is gonna win. And if this team have been losing by 3-1, I also think that it's gonna concede 3 goals. So my score prediction, I think 3-1 scoreline. So I think that the away side is gonna win these games by 3-1. So I'm risking 15% of this account. So I will update you once all the team have played, and we go again. So we are back. All the team have played, and we unfortunately lost. So for this team, we predicted that the away side is going to win by 2-0, and they ended up drawing. And also for our second game, we predicted that the away side is going to win by 3-1, and we ended up being wrong. But then since we predicted that there will be a winner, it means that we were correct here, but then we lost here. But then as long as we are not down and out, there's still a chance. And this thing is just to work in making money in BetWay is not a one-way street. You don't just go from $100 to 10k in just one go. There will be a lot of up and down. But then overall, as long as you're not out, you still have a chance. So you move as slowly as possible, but then as long as you are going forward. So please make sure that you like, you subscribe, and you turn on your notification so that you can join the challenge. We'll meet on another video. And we are back again. So this is day 7 of trying to flip 100 to 1k, and I can see that it is not looking good. But as long as we are not out, we still have a chance. So okay, it's fine. Today we are going to be looking at obviously a Champions League games and also a Championship games. In Champions League, we are going to be looking at Liverpool against Real Madrid, and in Championship, we are going to be looking at Oxford United versus Stoke City. So let's start with the big boy, Champions League, whereby Liverpool is playing against Real Madrid. Yeah, so I'm gonna do it different this time. I'm not gonna show what I usually show. So I'm just gonna say it. So in the last 6 games that this Liverpool and also Real Madrid played, Real Madrid won 4 times, Liverpool won once, and also there was a one draw. So the recent time they played, whereby it was last year, 2024, November, Liverpool ended up winning home. But then, obviously, Real Madrid is dominating this fixture for the right reasons. There's no team that is better than Real Madrid in Champions League. So, but then if we quickly go to Liverpool, in the last 4 games they played, they won twice and also lost twice. They lost against Brentford and also Crystal Palace. And they won the recent game against Aston Villa, whereby they won 2-0. And also, obviously, their last Champions League games, they won 5-1 against something like that. I will try to leave that in there on the screen. Whereas Real Madrid in the last 4 games they played, they won all of it. 4-1, 2-1, 1-0, 1-0. So, come on, there's only one team for this game. Liverpool is currently struggling. It is struggling. Being beaten by Brentford, Crystal Palace. God is busy donating 3 points. So for my prediction for this game, I think Real Madrid is going to win this game by 3-1. Obviously, Liverpool will score. But then Real Madrid, they have Kylian Mbappe, so obviously he will score. And now we are moving to Championship. So now we are looking at Oxford United against Stoke City. So in the last 2 games that they played, Oxford United won once, Stoke City. Actually, Oxford United won once, and there was also a 1 draw. So last season, Oxford was newly promoted to Championship from League One. So that's why I wanna a lot of history between those two clubs. But then currently, Oxford United is number 18 and Stoke City it is number 3. So when we look at the recent form of an Oxford in the last 4 games that Oxford played, they won twice, drew once, and also lost once. So the recent games that they lost, it was against Millwall. My prediction for this game is that Stoke City it is going to win by 2-0. So I think that there will be a winner. You know how this is my strategy. And again, disclaimer: this is not any financial advice. This is only for entertainment purposes. Betting can be risky, and bet the amount that you're willing to lose. And again, this is not 100% on how I analyze. Just browsing here. When you bet, make sure that you get every information that can assist you. We are back. So we took a W here. As you can see that all our bets, they were successful. So without any waste of time, let's get into it. So our first game, obviously, it was the big boys, the Liverpool against Real Madrid. And the scoreline is very surprising because Liverpool is currently struggling. But then it's fine, it's football. So we predicted that Real Madrid is going to win by 3-1. And Liverpool ended up winning 1-0. So yeah, Courtois had a very, very good game, and Liverpool should have scored more goals. But then this is football; it's very unpredictable. Again, let's go to Oxford United against Stoke City. We predicted that Stoke City is going to win by 2-0, and they ended up winning by 3-0. This one was straightforward. Actually, football is not straightforward, but yeah. So day 7 it was successful. Please make sure that you like, you subscribe, and we will meet on my next video. Stay tuned.